Okay, so let's see what he's got in the chat. It's kind of impromptu setup here, so pardon me if it takes a moment, guys. Should be able to at least hear the game. Right now we got Big Zam versus Romega X. I'm not positive this is a tournament, but I think it is. I'll join the voice chat. Hello, how is everyone?
Good, just watching round one.
Okay, good.
Also watching round one.
So I've got the stream running now. Challenge to Double Dragon. I will tell them that. As much as I would like to play Double Dragon, I'm not playing Double Dragon.
Which double dragon?
Neo Geo.
I think I played a little bit of Rage of the Dragons back in the day. It's like Pseudo Sequel or whatever.
Oh, Theo, thank you for the host. Appreciate it.
I would
This is
say all
getting
day,
close,
so
man. I mean, Zam's
about
Zam's on a match point here. I have to pull up the bracket here in a moment too.
I actually think Akuma's like the perfect character for Zam in this game. But, like, a lot of his skills with like
He jumps into the air, throws fireballs, and tries to stay invulnerable. Yeah, that seems about right. Double check to make sure everyone can hear everything okay in the chat. I'm pretty sure everyone should be able to hear you guys just fine. Turn you up a little bit. Now we are at final point. Good lord, what is going on here? Oh, both players. I'm pretty sure Zam's trying to do some uppercuts. Maybe super? I guess no super.
I'm actually really impressed at Retro Omega X. It says that he's only been trying to seriously get into fighting games over the last month or so, a month or two ago, and about to, you just won round one of Street Fighter the movie, the game.
There we go. So that'll put Zam into losers. Let me go ahead and pull up this bracket here, as I was saying before. So it turns out that account isn't Sawada? Is that the case? Did that turn out to be the case?
Probably an agent or something.
Okay. Hey, that's good enough for me. I'm okay with that. Sawada has a person paid to keep him informed of important things related to his acting career, and Street Fighter the movie tournaments are definitely those things, so I'm happy.
You suppose he actually is aware of Street Fighter the movie, the game activity today?
I definitely think he at least knows about the fact that Street Fighter the movie, the game, is being played. I don't know if it's necessarily like, hey, this is what's going on with it. It might be like, oh, there's been some talk about it or something like that. Oh,
What
hey,
about
Sam, thank you for the host.
I think I want to do WRX Joey versus 2B More Crazy on stream. I think that'll be like the most entertaining match.
What is this the bracket? Can you drop it to me again? For some reason I'm having trouble finding it.
Oh, no problem.
I just posted a link in your chat.
Let me go ahead and come back from away. I'm gonna mute myself obviously while that goes. Oh geez, the chat's up there? Get out of here, chat. Or are you behind the... Hopefully it's behind. If it's behind, then I don't mind it being there. Oh, whoops. Accidentally started up Street Fighter 2 hack. Okay, here we go. That's where we were. Let me just make sure this actually does what it's supposed to do.
Okay, I am up, so I'll just have my match and return when I'm finished.
Okay, perfect.
Yep.
It's supposed to.
Yeah, I'll probably end up deafening myself for my match too.
So, now I'm getting all sorts of hosts. Yeah, thank you for the host, Retro Omega. So wait, who am I playing again?
WRX Joey.
WRX Joey, sweet. Okay,
I have
I'll...
a feeling that's gonna be the best quality match.
Get ready!
Oh, Uncle Dude Sauce, thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. As I just mentioned, I'm going to shut the hell up while I play my match, so I'll be back.
Ken versus Honda. Round 1, fight! Dragon! Dragon! Hurricane!
Okay, that was sick.
Round 2, fight! Dragon! Hurricane! Hurricane!
Okay, that is pretty sick. Awesome. That was good. Jeez.
Blade versus Honda. Round 1, fight!
I'm about to get 2-0'd here.
Round 2, fight!
Nice, that was sick. Okay, good shit. WRX Joey takes it. I'll go ahead and keep getting challenged. Hold up, let me go up to another. Let me see. Theo must have just started. Let's see if I can get in that one. Okay, so it looks like okay.
Win. Round 2, fight!
So, for those curious why I have that that number up in the corner that's doing frame counting, I've got the release client that you can get on their Discord. It doesn't make any difference, but it's kind of cool. It's kind of useful. I guess I could use that to actually figure out exactly how long this timer is. Probably should do that at some point.
Round 3, fight!
On the dizzy. Oh wow. Mash out of it so fast. the double trip. Okay, so we're back. We're back at match point here. Let's see what happens here.
Terra versus Chun-Li. Round one.
This Chun-Li versus Rog match. I mean, people have been saying this might not be a bad match for Chun.
Oh my god, I knew this bracket was stacked. Holy shit, my heart's racing. Ooh. I went claw game 1, then he beat my claw and like started destroying it off like light DP chains.
Oh, okay.
And I switched to ball rock.
Was it Akuma or?
Ryu.
Okay, Ryu. Yeah, Ryu is real scary.
Yeah.
The long hold bet does not pay off for Theo on that one, but we'll see. That's just round 1. This is a run back of the last tournament, if I remember correctly. Actually, I think Dead Boy and Theo were playing early in this tournament.
Oh yeah, the one Krew hosted.
Yeah, yeah.
That was the first tournament.
Actually, no, that one was that. Yeah, that was the one that. Yeah. What is that? Am I playing something on my computer that's making a weird ass noise? I don't know. I didn't hear that. Maybe I heard something. Maybe I'm hearing shit. Okay, well, looks like Dead Boy takes it, so he's gonna advance. And let me see. Did you ever send me the bracket, or did someone send me the?
Oh yeah,
bracket?
I posted it in the tournament channel
Okay,
on the
cool.
Discord.
Hey, don't
Sweet,
mind me.
okay.
I just got a distraction at the last second, but that's okay.
Okay, so it looks like it's gonna be Theo and Zam are the next match.
Okay.
Unless you want to keep going with well, I guess we're waiting. BBH just won his, so that would put BBH and WRX Joey, and then you versus Dead Boy. So I guess play whatever you want to play. I just throwing out ideas.
I think we should probably do both the winners on stream and then just have everybody on losers just play theirs out.
Okay, sounds like a plan.
So I guess I'll do me and Dead Boy first.
Okay.
Let's see, Lord BBH.
Okay. Just waiting on that match to start to pull it up. And in the meantime, let me take a second here. Just double check one thing. Try to see if I could put on some music in the background. That would probably be a good idea, just for a little something. Okay, there we go. I think that'll work. Okay, come on. There we go. Put some music on, so we have a little something in the background. Oh, there we go. I see their match starting, so pull it up. Come on. There we go. Okay, it looks like Conspiratorial took the first round with Sagat. So, Sagat versus Chun is a very interesting match. I mean, you think about it, Chun can really put a lot of pressure on once she hits low health. So even as good as Sagat's rushdown is, he still has to be very afraid. Ooh, tries the super. That super, you know, aside from the super freeze itself, it is very, very hard to use in a tricky way. Like, it's kind of telegraphed. Conspiratorial, just sitting back and using that long range on that crouching roundhouse. Very, very effective. Chun does have her own extremely powerful crouching roundhouse, but you know, unfortunately doesn't knock down. So it's a scary trade. Even if you do happen to trade in your favor, now you got to deal with the rush down that Sagat has. And if you're Chun-Li, I mean, up kicks are a thing, but I don't know how effective they are against against jumping roundhouse. Might not be a winning trade there. I think Conspiratorial just content to hit those low tigers and sneak in those fireballs. I mean, why not? The irony here is that Deadboy actually kind of wants to take some more hits, so that way, at the very least, they'll get down to danger and be able to start putting some pressure on. Okay, so now the real game begins. Well, Deadboy doesn't get even a chance to get started, so there you go. And Conspiratorial moves on.
That's such a bad matchup for Chun.
Yeah, I don't really know what you're supposed to do.
I realized that playing arcade, just jumping in and like roundhouse, it destroys Chun. It's not what she can do. Her anti-airs can't beat it.
Yeah, Sagat is definitely a tough one. I don't really know exactly what you're supposed to do in that. Maybe just go for reversals. I mean that's really pretty much your best bet. I guess try to slowly. You almost want to take hits just so at the very least you can get into danger mode. I mean that gives you a chance to win. So I don't know.
Yeah, Chun's interesting because I don't think she's bad. I think she's got a lot of really good matchups against like good characters. Like I think she does good against Akuma and Balrog, but against other characters, yeah.
She definitely has some tough ones. There's situations where you're just kind of like I mean, like I said, it's not like it's impossible to win. It's definitely possible. It's just you'd have to play so much more patiently than Sagat does. Sagat could basically just do whatever the hell he wants, and you really can't counter any of it. The best thing you can hope for is to hopefully put him into a situation where you like catch an air juggle. I mean, that's really about your only real advantage is that you have slightly better air juggles than he does. That's it. Like, that's only slightly. He still has insanely good juggles, so it's like, okay.
I think the only other option is just be very, very consistent with interrupts.
Okay, here we go. Spectate this match. Eventually it'll load up. Okay. BBH doing the classic, you know, tiger uppercuts are extremely hard to deal with for every character. So it's not surprising that they're as effective as they are in this match.
An early lead with Honda here, though.
God, why can't I remember the name of the actor who plays Sagat?
It's Wes Studi.
Yeah, we need to let him know he's real good in this game. Oh, just barely misses it. He gets the win, so there you go.
I still find it highly amusing that he went from Street Fighter the movie to Metal Gear Solid 5.
There's your connection, your Konami connection, right there. Oh my god, why was that block? Why did he have to block that? It should have gone right over his head. Is Honda too like tall to duck block Tigers? I don't remember that. It's been a minute. This isn't a very common match. I'll be honest with you, I almost never see Hondas versus Sagat.
Well, Honda players in general are just very uncommon. I remember the
Yeah.
first tournament I entered, I lose to one.
Versus Honda. Round 1. Fight.
Honda is like a wall. I mean, has all the tools you really need to keep a person out, has all the tools you need to rush down, can run away. You know, the only thing he's really missing is a fireball, but Headbutt has its moments. Let's just say that. And all sorts of cross-ups going on here. Butt Splash to get beyond so that kind of mess up those inputs for Tigers. Makes sense. Catches a super which dizzies. Oh, okay.
Oh wow.
I mean, that's super dizzies all the time, so I can't say I'm too surprised, but...
I was more surprised on like the anti-air.
yeah, like
nature,
how it like sucked it in. Yeah, that was weird.
It's a good evil eye dodge. Fun thing with evil eye is that they'll catch enemies in midair. Even if they die, they're revived. That's the
Oh,
only
gets
way
the
out
juggle,
of the
but
stun
just
state is
barely
life.
messes it up. Yeah, cannot duck it. Wow. Tries for the comeback fireball. Oh, there you go.
Oh,
Comes
from
from
the
orbit.
top rope.
The Street Fighter EX Honda move that never got to be in existence, except in this game. Jumped out into space.
Yeah.
100 hands into a headbutt is working really, really well. Oh, catches it. Gets 5, 6. Yeah,
Six.
yeah.
Oh,
It would have had to have been a
wow.
switch up to a knee to be able to keep that going.
Oh, good counter
Almost
there.
gets
I even
dizzy by
wondered,
that super.
have to wonder if the red super would have been a better response to that.
Oh,
Oh wow.
Honda's red super was just even more 100 hands. Seems like it's really good, but we haven't done a lot of testing with what the
oh no! The cross up.
he goes in place. What happened there?
It was a cross up. Basically, if you're right underneath and you're pressing forward, it counts as both directions because they're crossing you up. It's a rarity. I don't see it in this game very often.
First I've
Or-
seen it.
Lord BBH with the adaptation on the fly with that fierce DP to catch Honda like coming
Oh,
from the
See, the headbutt
screen.
super is so good. Like the fact that it lets you go through fireballs that way is really, really powerful. I mean, I know there's plenty other moves that can do the same thing, but it is a very nice bonus to have for a character without a fireball. Ooh, tries to go out. I'm 100% sure he was trying to do outer space butt slam. I'm surprised we haven't seen more earthquake stomps. Honestly, this would feel like this is one match where it might be helpful.
Ooh.
BBH just playing safe and making sure that, you know, every time Honda jumps in, there's something there waiting for him. Fireball super. And chip damage is starting to look rough here. Honda can reflect fireballs, but it is not an easy proposition to do regularly. 100 hands into super doesn't dizzy.
Corner pressure.
Oh, there we go.
Ooh,
BBH takes it.
Ah.
Very
Man,
hard
all these
fought on the
matches
part of
with-
WRX Joey.
Okay, so if that's the case, then I guess I should just go ahead and run my match, and then yeah, I go from there. I guess I mean, because did Gabright and Zam play yet, or?
They're finishing now, I think. They're
Okay,
like
cool.
in a match, I believe.
Cool. Well, I guess I'll challenge. I'll go ahead and challenge Retro Omega. We'll get that match moved along, and then we can play the rest of those matches. I mean, I might as well like watch them. There's nothing going on winner's side at the moment, so
Yeah.
there we go. Am I somehow in ranked again? I don't want to rank. Why does it keep doing this to me? Okay, there we go. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and shut up.
Ken versus Hayu. Round 1. Fight.
Is to be more crazy doing his trademark Ken chains.
I was actually just watching the end of Gabright versus Big Zam. Definitely getting mileage off of Fierce DP.
You can't tell you to interrupt. Just if you're, seems like if your normals are fast enough, you think they have more invincibility, but they don't.
Yeah, I've noticed with quite a few characters you can crush interrupts, but you have to like. I feel like there's a lot of variables to it, like how fast your opponent is inputting their interrupt.
Yeah, and there is a window for how long you're allowed to wait before you get yours out. I believe it's to the end of blocks done.
Ooh. Drops the juggle but gets the throw anyway. Then the Hadoken takes it with chip damage.
Good stuff, Retro Omega. That was sick. Very good stuff. Good games.
Yeah,
Okay.
he's
So that
definitely
means he's doing great. Yeah, I mean,
yeah.
the only thing about Ryu is that I always feel like you could always be throwing more fireballs. That's just that's how it always is. It feels like if you really want to be the absolute best Ryu, you got to be the best at throwing fireballs, which I guess is good. They did a good job of conveying that mentality that he kind of has in the original games, at least a little bit. I always thought that was his thing, was I'm good at fireballs, so he feels like that in this game too. So that means we are at losers round 3. Do we
Yeah.
want to do?
You want to just run the rest on stream? Like it's Street Fighter the movie anyway, so all the matches are probably gonna be like pretty quick.
Yeah, I mean that's kind of what I figured too. So whenever you all are ready, I'll just go ahead and start
Let's see,
spectating.
I think I'll call WRX Joey versus Zam.
I will say, if you're tuning in and you were not expecting to see a whole bunch of Street Fighter the movie, not only will we be playing this and playing this tournament, but after this I'll probably try to open up for some Street Fighter 2 mix and some other stuff on Fightcade. I don't have a ton of time to play, but I've been wanting to stream some new games, including there's a new World Heroes Perfect. Well, it's World Heroes Team. I wouldn't mind streaming that for a minute after this, so we'll see how that goes. But I do have plans for after the tournament as well. So thank you guys for having me for streaming. By the way, this tournament's great so far. WRX blew me the fuck out of the water. I was very surprised at how deadly his Honda was.
Him and Wave 10 are super good. They're both they play together a lot.
Oh, that makes sense. Well, no wonder he's so used to Shotos then.
That's how I knew to seed him high. I was like, I've seen him versus Wave 10 enough to know that he's definitely a solid player. Honestly, the only seed I wasn't sure about was Retro Omega, and he beat Zam and took a game on Lord BBH, so...
Yeah. Okay, so...
There's been some discussion in the Discord for this tournament about Honda's untapped potential, especially since, let's see, I believe it was WRX Joey who nearly took the entire set against BBH. There's a lot of stuff that needs to be discovered with him.
Honda definitely has a lot of crazy stuff. His butt hitbox is just like,
I think it's to do with
insane.
how he has less recovery on his moves than you might be used to.
and it feels like everything chains into hands too. So it's like
Yeah.
his combo enders are like pretty simple.
The biggest thing is just making sure to always get out of every situation with interrupt is what it seems like. I mean, as long as you're using interrupt, it seems like Honda really... I mean, you have to be a little concerned about defense, but his offensive game is really strong. He's got low jumps that have really good air jump setups. And then, of course, you can always use butt, and butt is insane, so... I mean, the fact that butt reflects fireballs means that really you don't even have to worry about that. Like, if you're really good at timing it, you could just go right through fireball pressure.
I thought
You
it's
completely
the
don't-
light one reflects.
Yeah. It's funny because of all versions to reflect, the one that you'd want to reflect is the one that does it. I will admit, at some point in this development, I'm sure you used to be able to reflect all versions of it. And they probably realized that the heavy kick version is it would probably be a little bit too good. Like, you'd reflect the fireball and then get a free cross up on the person. Like, that's maybe a little too much.
And also what seals it is that his super that he just used sails over the fireballs, so you can't even use fireball to punish that unless you're Sagat.
Well, the big thing also is that, at least what was happening to me, is I would go for a fireball just to kind of put some pressure on, and then using the super flash, you just go right through the fireball, and then they're stuck in fireball recovery and eating a super, just like what just happened there. The fireball just doesn't hit.
WRX Joey just taking that with authority, making a Honda Akuma look in Honda's favor.
And that set's over before you know it.
Yeah, that was one of those trademark-esque Street Fighter, the movie sets that just take like 20
This
seconds.
This game rocks. Really rocks.
Yeah. Best game, best Street Fighter.
I went ahead and challenged Dead Boy, so we'll see if we can get that match moving.
Yep.
Okay, I'm gonna shut up.
Deadboy plays a very effective, patient Chun-Li, staying in the back, firing Kikoken and building up bar as long as she has to.
Yeah, bunch of mileage off of Kikoken and 2HK.
Yeah.
Again, I
easy.
believe it's because Kikoken here has less recovery than she would in Super Turbo, which makes it more effective for building meter.
Ooh, here's EP eating through those legs though.
To be more crazy, you have to play carefully, chase her down with caution.
And try and put pressure on. I don't know if Ken has any like jump-ins that beat Chun's anti-airs, because those tend to be the good matchups versus Chun.
I think what Chun-Li's super or her interrupt just now, the forward moving crouching heavy carry, that might be one of the more underrated ones, just because it's so low profile.
Yeah. Oops, stringing hits together. Good pressure in the corner. Good Shadow Tatsu shenanigans. Though the anti-air ate it. Ooh, coming down to the wire.
Some footsies here. And Ken just using Tatsu on the way down just to make that a little more safe.
Ooh. Oh wait, it's not over. Oh, the clutch, the magic pixel, the danger pixel.
The pressure.
Always works. comeback.
Oh, are we seeing the download? Looks like he's starting to apply more pressure.
Yeah, he's moving in more confidently now, jumping over Gikokens earlier.
He's throwing some fireballs too.
A bit air to air, probably unintentional. Is it something of a juggle there?
Yeah. Back into the corner too.
I believe he could have kept going if he
Good
did
games,
it with a little.
Dead Boy.
Okay, never mind.
Oh,
2-0
2-0.
for 2, be more crazy.
The first match looking very close, and the second,
That was
Dude.
by no means easy. Honestly, that Chun-Li is very scary, extremely scary.
Alright, and I guess it's time now for me and Lord BBH.
Yeah,
Yeah,
this is the
good
women's
luck.
final set, right?
Oh,
This
is that
is semis, yeah.
Good luck, man.
see.
So far, what have been our biggest surprises? I'm guessing Honda would be the biggest surprise of the tournament so far. I did see something.
Only because
ahead.
he's not seen in tournament
yeah.
play. Certainly not on stream.
Oh yeah, me and BBH is first to 3, aren't we? Since it's like winners finals.
Oh sure, yeah.
Right.
I
Yep.
was gonna say one thing that happened in that last match I couldn't explain. I did roundhouse throw into the corner and then uppercutted, but the uppercut hit on the ground, chipping. I don't know how that worked exactly. It did not seem as though the frames for standing up had happened yet. So it almost looked like an OTG. I'm not 100% sure. If someone saw that and had a chance to grab the clip of that, that I kind of almost wanted to unmute and say something, but yeah. Okay, here we go. I'm pulling up the match.
It's being argued lately that Vega might be lower tier than some believe because he doesn't have a lot of opportunities to convert.
Okay. So we got Crouching Fierce versus the character that normally is known for Crouching Fierce. Actually, I guess they're both known for Crouching Fierce in pretty much every game so much, but okay, and then Conspiratorial using that dive to stay safe. Very difficult to deal with unless you have some. I mean, if you time it perfectly, I'm sure you could anti-air into. Oh wow! So it looks like that
doesn't
doesn't
even need to be
reach.
Wave Evo Live because his reach is so far. That's
Yeah, and
something
plus on
you
top of
stand up
that,
against it.
It's from what it seems at this point is it looks like there's a possibility that that stun moves
That's a
might not
perfect.
work on Vega the same way. We actually saw this match between Dragon Charles.
BB8's already on his backup. Sagat
Well,
is
I mean-
not the answer for this matchup, apparently.
Well, it definitely feels like it's a tough one. I mean, Tiger Knee can only get you so far if you can't hit deep enough to be able to do anything off of it.
BBH is trying to prevent Vega from ever taking off now, seems to be the play. And a very effective
Interestingly,
one
I
it
guess
is.
fireballs don't work in this match because I would think Sagat's fireballs would be plenty good enough to have stopped that. And if that didn't work, then I'm guessing it probably just doesn't work at all. I guess maybe unless you have like a directable fireball. Like if you have like a Ryuken fireball, you might be able to do something about it.
This is so funny to me, ground to air missiles in fighting games. It's always funny to me whenever Balrog's standing high kick lands like that because he usually feels like it wasn't supposed to and did anyway.
And Conspiratorial, considering the switch. Oh,
yeah,
goes
yeah,
for
right
the
now.
Balrog versus Balrog. Why not? I'm curious, Theo, what's your favorite of the two colors?
I want the gold one to be selectable by player 1.
Yeah,
It just
it's quite
looks
annoying. I mean, don't get me wrong. Technically, he wore blue, but I do prefer the gold.
And he looks like a champion boxer in gold, and in blue he looks like a video game character.
I mean, to be fair, I'm sure there are pictures of Mike Tyson wearing all blue. I mean, I'm sure that exists. Oh, wow. BBH at the last second with the super chipping out.
How great would it be if we got a palette hack for this game?
I would definitely like to see that. It's a shame that we haven't, honestly, but it's one of those things where I'm not smart enough to do it, and the people I know who are smart enough have enough going on where I feel guilty being like, oh, can you please do this?
There would also have to be
conspiratorial.
an option to select more than 2 palettes, which I think would be a little
Well,
more
I mean,
involved.
it would be nice to have that, but I mean, technically, if you can't have more than 2, at the very least being able to change what those 2 look like, and then being able to pick one or the other. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, don't get me wrong, you're 100% correct. Ideally, at the bare minimum, you want 3 palettes if you're going to do a palette hack, but 2 is not the end of the world, especially if you got a game like this where, I mean, it feels like to me that should have been a default option, is being able to pick your costume color.
Since this game had tag team mode and you were allowed to select a duplicate character, did not
It's
think
like-
that funny, apparently.
It just seems silly for not being able to. I mean, what Street Fighter game doesn't let you pick a second color? I mean, World Warrior, I guess technically. Is this supposed to be the World Warrior analog, and that's why?
What if
So,
you got champion
tutorial.
edition to this game? Who would we
Playing
get?
this match very, very, very smart, and just staying back, letting Rog just run into crouching roundhouse, because crouching roundhouse for Chun surprisingly stuffs a lot of the rushdown attempts.
That's what caused me to drop out of losers, is very patient Chun-Li play, and I was not patient enough to answer it. You can also see that I did the damage glitch during stagger. If you were blocking and you're sent in the stagger state, if you take any damage,
Oh my god, that was ridiculous. What even just happened there?
Well, I
Okay.
choked that. Oh well.
Well, no. That was really odd. That I feels like that should have been a double KO. If I'm just saying, if I'm looking at it, that was unusual. Okay, well, in that case then, let me go lose to Joey real quick. Okay. I'm going to shut up and play my match.
Lord BBH is so good. His adaptation on the fly is really good. Such a good player.
feels like you actually have more than one magic pixel because you can take 1 or 2 hits at an empty bar in danger and still survive.
We got the matchup, but if you guys want to see it, you got it if you want to join.
Gotcha.
Serious. This game really rocks.
Yeah,
Not
it's
even joking.
Yeah, for 26 years, but people are finally realizing this game was good all along.
And actually, what? I may even watch the movie soon.
Oh, there's no time like the present. The Rare X Joey once again with the with the super. People more crazy, trying desperately to outfoot him, and unfortunately Joey has an answer for that. No recovery whatsoever on that drop. It's immediately enter hands if it should fail.
Glad I could get on voice chat. What's up, guys?
And hello, BBH.
That was a super good match, man. Your ball
I
rog
did
is.
not know what to do against Claw with Sagat. That was I got overwhelmed.
It definitely feels like a good matchup for Claw.
We all learned that Evil Eye is not effective on the claw. Oh, he's juggling.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
I
tried
think
to
he
do
could have kept going if he did headbutt on there.
Joey trying to swag a little bit.
Yeah, this is my
As
first
we
time
all
playing
should.
against the Honda too. Honda's good.
Yeah, Honda's definitely got a lot of unique options, and he gets a shit ton of damage off his anti-air.
Yeah. I like how much damage that super does too. fireballs. And it causes dizzy sometimes.
Oh yeah. Oh,
Ken
look at
is,
that.
to be more crazy, is desperately trying to stay alive and trying to find any opening whatsoever, and Joey's just not giving him one.
Yeah, I play sort of like a counterpick strategy. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna have to play Joey next, and I don't know what I'm gonna throw at his Honda.
I mean, the thing I realized is that you gotta. I was playing Sagat and I just realized I had to play lame against Honda. I was trying to go in. That's a bad idea.
I think I'm gonna try and go for like a 3 moves of doom approach
Nice
with
one,
ball.
Joey. Yeah, I kept trying to sneak in EX hurricane kicks to try and get more from it, but yeah, it looks like the trick is just to get the fuck out of the way. Honestly, it's not. It's good, but everyone has at least one normal that puts you so low that headbutt isn't a big deal. I think that's at least against like normal headbutt. I don't know about super headbutt. Super headbutt, only short characters might be able to really do anything about that. Like, Ken is pretty short, so I could literally just duck. I could just sit there underneath the super. I don't know how many people can do that.
Alright, me versus Joey, first to 3.
I like
I'm
how,
gonna see how I approach the Honda matchup.
but Bob, that would be really sweet if this was a hack. But no, this is just the title of the stream is implying that after this I'm gonna play some new stuff that I don't know if I've even seen some of these games streamed yet, so I'm gonna be the first one to do it. But we got our match. Looking at World Heroes Tag, that one's gonna be interesting. I wish I had someone to play that on Parsec with, but we'll see if I can grab someone to do that. Worst case scenario, at least show it off. It is one of those games where there's no AI, so it's not like I can play against a computer or anything like that. But I know so little about it. I'm sure we'll be able to figure out some cool stuff, even if I'm not playing against a human being.
Bog's trying to shut down Joey's plan here, and it's working.
Yeah, I mean, like I was saying, I mean, the thing about headbutt is it's good, but as long as you just don't respect it, it's not as bad a match. If Joey was using stomp, you can't just stand there and just use your normals over and over again to dodge headbutt. But he's not using stomp at all, so unfortunately I mean, this is basically how you're supposed to win this match.
One of Balrog's greatest weaknesses is that he has one attack in the air. All of his buttons do the exact same thing. So once he's in the air, he's vulnerable to a lot of anti-air stuff.
Oh, time to download the videos from Twitch.
SF2 makes before SF2 makes a good way to put it.
The butt slam just recovering so fast just makes it hard to block low in time if you go slow.
Yeah, well, plus on top of that, the headbutt, really, there's no recovery for it. I mean, unless you interrupt, there's nothing you can do about it. You can, like, make him land on something, but even then you get risk of either getting supered or having him do underhands.
You know, I enjoyed more than I thought I would enjoy Mighty Warriors.
Oh man, the super eats the startup.
The only thing that can stop supers most of the time is another super or a projectile.
It uncomboed in the middle and he got hit again and it reset the damage.
Yeah, we haven't been able to figure out what causes that so far. It seems like there's just like certain moves that have like certain parts of them that are supposed to be unblockable, but it doesn't it only happens if they somehow block in the middle of it. Like it's really bizarre because if you like land into a super, you can block it, but if you get hit by the first hit, then it becomes unblockable. It's like, huh?
Yeah.
How far have you gone through the tournament? I'm just
we are in the second to last match.
No. That doesn't exactly explain a whole lot. In the bracket, how far are you?
There's only 2 matches left, yeah.
Awesome.
Grand finals to follow.
Yeah. Can't wait to do a tournament on this again.
You said you were going to do one for charity, right?
Yes, and one for my birthday.
That's awesome, man. I'm looking forward to that. Always down to do a tournament for this, especially if it's to raise money for a good cause.
Actually, I haven't been given positive feedback from the guy about the charity. I hope I do it. I'm not sure if I will. I hope I'll do it.
That was fantastic.
Catches
Wow.
the
Just
three
turned off
piece
the
into the
flight plan.
headbutt again. Wow.
Balrog versus Hunter.
Spiritorial back to Balrog.
Round 1, fight!
Oh man, it looks like crouching roundhouse would land. Yeah, I was about to say after a headbutt like that, so you could use that to help chip away. At least Honda really doesn't do very much chip. Like the only time he really does decent chip is when he's in the middle of like a throw glitch or something like that.
Yeah, we saw earlier. We saw just now that Balrog cannot duck under that super. He has to block it low.
Okay. Wow, the charge punch into crouching roundhouse. What? Just a funny thing to see because it's like
Honda's
in
a
terms
big
of
boy,
Street
so
Fighter,
crouching
that's not a
roundhouse-
common thing.
Yeah.
Maybe in Street Fighter 2 Mix, maybe.
But maybe
All
we'll
wrong
do a
Street Fighter
tournament
mix.
for it.
Fuck
Who
that.
knows?
Balrog
Yeah,
is
sure.
mixed mix.
Yeah, this is a rough situation for Honda at this point. I still say that if there was more stomp usage, it would be a much easier match because stomp is so good.
Round 3, fight!
Oh yeah. I forgot he even had the stomp.
Yeah, for some reason he's Goro Daimon. Why not?
Yeah. Except
Hey,
it's unblockable.
Goro Diamond is one of the most hardest characters to use. So be careful what you say.
I learned the hard way, incidentally, about Honda's super is that his entire body is the hitbox. You could land on the back of his feet in the middle of a mid-air
Oh my
move,
god.
and you will
There you
get hit
go.
by it.
Yeah, I was gonna say there's no way he's gonna live through that chip. So there you go. So it's gonna be BBH and WRX Joey in finals.
Ooh, I tried my best.
That's a tough match. Though I will say it looked really good when you were using that crouching roundhouse to counter headbutts. That was looking really nice.
Yeah. Definitely need a little bit more time, Honda versus Balrog. I think that's the
What's-
first time I've ever played that matchup.
It's
I
one of
think we're
those,
going with this Chun-Li experience, too.
you have to just stay out of the way. Like if Honda's touching you, something else is guaranteed basically. Like it's either going
Yeah.
to be butt splash or it's going to be at the very least he'll get away because he'll do outer space butt splash and get completely out of the way of whatever you're going to do to him. It's funny how he's one of the safest characters in the game in terms of his specials, even though normally his specials aren't really like they're safe, but they're not like equal. Like maybe hands usually you have some advantage on, but headbutt is not normally an advantageous move. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Also, I like the fact that Conspiratorial made Street Fighter the movie, the arcade tournament. Big shout outs to him.
That is awesome. Yeah.
Thanks, Toro. And the inspiration was from you. I got into the game because I entered your tournament.
Oh, nice. Well,
So next
hopefully I'll do
bi-weekly
another
should be
tournament soon.
I wasn't
next
checking
bi-weekly
chat. I
should be Sunday
apologize.
weekend, right?
I
Tom,
was-
did you
hey,
say?
Riz.
What did
I
you say?
still need to down. Oh, whoa, sorry. Go ahead.
Did you see the Mighty Wars donate, Tom?
I do
He
want to
was
see
asked-
some Mighty Warriors tournament stuff. I haven't watched it. Did you guys play it? Like, I know that's an awful game, but
I am uploading the video of it. It's not an awful game. Do
The
not
North-
listen to anyone. Do
The
not
North-
listen.
He loves that game, dude. They
I
were.
mean, I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't hate that game, but yeah, it's not my cup of tea.
Here is something that I will say. Remember the original Mobile Suit Gundam? See, not the Wing Endless and not the good arcade games. I'm talking like the first arcade Mobile Suit Gundam, which you have only ranged projectiles. It's better than that game. So.
Oh my God!
I did it once.
See, Honda is going to get in there with that outer space slam. Like that's the thing. Getting in is It's so easy for him. I think that's why Joey doesn't use the stomp, because he'd rather use the 3 kick charge to do butt slam. I mean, it makes sense, but
I love the butt into hands into headbutt combo.
wow. Okay, so why didn't that? There's some interesting properties to the end of headbutt. It's looking like you can't juggle him like the way that you normally would expect. It's very interesting. Oh, catches the throw off of the super. That, I guess that's your kind of your blanket response. It's a good idea. Oh, catches the super to Canter.
Oh yeah, Rezone says in chat, the stage cheap. You can see Honda. Lol. That's what Frank said about that like meme clip that I posted of 2 Hondas jumping at each other. he noted the reflections at the bottom, and I was like, yeah, actually.
Yeah.
Oh, catches the throw again every time. I mean, I'll be honest. That is really the best option. Make sure Honda doesn't want to use super. Oh, catches the juggle.
Yep, the 2 kick combo, 2-piece.
This is really a war of attrition. Both characters so scary, but you know you have to be extremely careful. If you're Honda, even though you can rush in, you have to make sure you don't take at least a throw, because throw does enough damage to make it not worth the effort you're putting in. Ooh. So it's interesting just going for like a light anti-air, so you still stay safe. I almost wonder it would be better to go for a Tiger Knee as an anti-air there. I wish we knew that the hitbox for Tiger Knee.
Maybe you can make one. You know, a hack of Street Fighter Mode, the game arcade, where you can make it react like Breaker's Revenge Extra Mode.
Yeah, I wish there was a debug mode this game. That would be amazing. I'll put it this way: if we don't know about it by now, after having spoken with the devs, it's not in there. I don't think.
I mean, hacks can be done. I mean, people
using
make
The 2-piece, the
those
2
EX
hits.
deep hit. Yeah, those are smart. That's a smart option here, because really, what is Honda gonna do? He has to butt slam to get out of it.
wonder.
6 hit, and then gets caught with the roundhouse.
No,
Joey's
WRX
on the
Joey.
board now.
1-1, yeah.
Sagat versus Honda. Round 1, fight!
Ooh, catches the straight roundhouse. And that roundhouse, it's just so ridiculous when you see like 3 hit sparks, and they're all blocked, but it's just like, wait, what? I wonder what it would be like if you like modded the hit sparks in this game to be much bigger. I feel like moves hit so many times, it would just look insane. It would look like a versus series game.
I am thinking, what if there was a hack for Street Fighter the movie the game, but with tag mechanics?
Well, there is technically a tag version of the game, but I mean, yeah, being able to switch on the fly, I'm sure you could do it. I mean, if there's already the option to do it in the middle of a round, it's just a matter of how do you trigger it. They have that for Mortal Kombat 2, so why not?
Yeah, I was gonna say, it's funny you mentioned that, because I was actually thinking maybe some like bi-weekly tournament in the future.
Do tag mode?
Maybe, yeah, do like a 2v2 mode, like UMK3.
2v2 is fun.
Yeah.
I feel like some characters are worse in 2v2, just because their whole shtick is that they're very unsafe, but they have the ability to rush down. And so if you have to like, turtle it up to play the play in tag mode, it kind of makes, I don't know, it changes the general flow of the game. I have considered doing tag mode myself, but I don't know, I feel like it just makes the game go slower.
Changing the general flow of the game is a good thing, though.
The incoming mix-up is really, really cool, though. I do think that the fact that this game had incoming mix-ups as early as it did, yeah.
Also, Toby, Red GGP is coming back.
Oh, sweet, awesome. Well, I mean, did they ever go anywhere? I thought they were. I mean, Red GGP was still out there.
No. Red GGP was out there. It's just Red GGP is planning something really big.
Oh yeah, I remember on their Discord them saying like we're in sleep mode.
God.
Oh no,
yeah.
That was insane.
I know a lot of information when it comes to Red GGP. but I'm gonna keep quiet on it.
So Honda taking that first round pretty handily, but you know, I mean, that's how it seems to be. It's like Honda gets that pressure going, and he just does so much damage so fast.
It's all about sort of like Honda paying the toll to get in, and also
Yep.
like Sagat's like insanely big
In the
hitbox.
super, that super is just so good for getting through fireballs. Congratulations,
Oh.
WRX Joey there. But so
On the
now we've reset.
Yeah.
And we're gonna have a
Reset, huh? Okay.
yeah. Well, I mean, it is not uncommon to see a reset for this game. I mean, I will say it has happened. So
Also, I'll send you a video, Toby. I want you to tell me what you think.
okay,
Yeah.
okay.
All right. Let's see. Puzzle Bubble 4. I'm currently uploading the video to YouTube. Kind of chatting away with. Hope that's okay. Me
Yeah, of
rapping.
course. Ooh, okay. So we got the reset, and of course we've switched to Balrog because we saw earlier, you know, Conspiratorial did a lot, a lot of good stuff in that match, and you know, there's nothing to say that BBH can't do the same thing. So we're gonna see how this pans out.
I think also BBH has a lot more what's the word, of a developed Balrog than mine.
Oh, gets supered and then loses the dizzy because it crossed up. Very interesting. Wonder why that must have been
Like
one of those unblockable situations where it like reset because it was hitting, but technically it didn't hit in a combo. Very strange.
Oh. WRX Joey adapting already first round. Ooh, Lord BBH putting on the moves of doom, as I like to call them. Balrog just has like 3 or 4 moves that honestly it feels like you can just do those moves if you'd like.
Yeah. I mean, if you know how to use hands and you know how to use butt splash, I mean, I still feel like Stomp is very much a good move. I feel like it has to be. Any game with a move like that, usually that move is very good. So into super, catches the crouching medium punch afterwards. Jeez.
And watching
Joey
these
taking
guys
that one.
makes me think of all the stuff that I need to improve on. Like just using meter and super, they're like both really good at it. Using it in like situations where it like can ship out and stuff like that. Oop, the jump in.
Watching these matches tells me I can never fully understand the game.
Oh, ducks under, gets the grab, jumps in,
Oh,
catches a
jump reset.
3-piece. Oh, the throw. The throw
Ooh.
again. What the hell throw? I don't even know what throw that is. Is that a medium kick throw? Who hell knows?
Yeah, I was gonna say I have no clue. I know sometimes when I play like against the CPU, it almost seems like Honda's got like some weird loop off his like his command throw.
Oh, yeah, well, I mean, he technically, I mean, if you could get the command throw, it is really good. They just
Yeah.
have to they can't be buffering to escape throws. That's the one thing that kind of sucks about it. Like, if you play against a person who's playing a character where they constantly buffering specials, very low likelihood you're going to be able to catch that, any sort of loop against them with that.
Man, after that. Oh, what were we gonna say, Tora?
I'll just type it in.
I was gonna say
Ooh, catches the jungle.
off that headbutt super, it almost feels like it's a block string afterwards too, where like
Oh, yeah,
you
for
have
sure.
to block. Yeah.
I mean, even if you don't, like, I mean, what I was doing when I was Ken was getting underneath of it and then just punishing it on whiff. But you know, not everyone has that luxury. As you can see, Rog has to actually respect it and do something about it. Though it does look like mid-screen, it doesn't work as well. BBH going for the throw glitch. Joey just getting out so fast from mashing that it didn't have a chance
Hey.
to work.
But button mashing sometimes works. Yeah?
Well, in this game especially, it's extremely helpful.
Oh,
Oh yeah.
WRX Joey with just this like pressure. He actually
I'm trying to-
responds with pressure similar to like
Well, he's
how
just using-
Balrog has thing, where it's like
Yeah.
frame traps and frame traps.
Well, then on top of that, the other thing I was noticing is that really he's just buffering butt slam after every single setup. I mean, it's not a bad idea, but I wonder if that would be your time to do a reversal. Like you block one rep, and when he goes for the inevitable butt splash, you do your reversal, and then that should let you keep going. Though I have no idea how invulnerable that butt slam is. It might actually be invulnerable enough that interrupts don't beat it.
Are you kidding me with this? Oh god damn it.
Oh, just barely avoids it, but he's still in it.
Ooh,
Oh,
headbutt
catches the
in,
jump
right?
in.
Headbutt in right here. Oh, never mind.
Outer
Dude,
space.
that's a more cool looking option than headbutt anyway.
Actually, I mean, in that case, once again, probably could have gone for. Oh, we got the Fei Long soundtrack. Oh god. Could have gone for the stomp as well. That probably would have worked there.
Ooh, these guard cancels. Oh, these guard cancels. Oh, wow.
What's interesting is it looks like part of the reason he's getting them so easily is it looks like he's buffering in a butt slam on block, and so it's by default. If I remember correctly, is that up and hard kick or is it up and medium kick? I think Honda's is up and hard kick. I think. Oh, the super trades.
Ooh. Oh, Lord BBH, first round. Trying to bring it back, some adaptation. 3P?
Catches the charge. So BB
Ooh,
using, it looks like the heavy punch charge punch. I think that's what that is. Can you tell which version? I know the light one is pretty easy to tell, but the medium and heavy, I'm not sure what the difference is in terms of distance.
I think it's the heavy one.
Oh, gets the super right through the headbutt. Jeez. They're both.
Yeah.
It's like you said. It is very similar. Both players have this charge move, which is so good because it has invulnerability, and so you could use it as a chipping tool that sets up for another chain.
Yeah, just the pressure from both sides. The frame traps. Just frame traps on frame traps with each character. So much frame traps that they're like hitting each other because their windows are the same window.
Yeah. Oh, gets the double crouching roundhouse into super.
Oh, shit
There you
out.
go.
Oh, Lord BBH back on the board, 2-2.
And we are at the final match of the tournament. Good lord,
Oh,
this has been
holy
brutal,
crap.
insane.
Every match from round one has just been like really good.
I will say I don't think this would be a counter pick in terms of like I don't think Honda necessarily like is like significantly better against Boxer than any other character. Let's just put it that way. Though I do feel like, you know, canonically, why not? Of course Honda should be the best against Boxer. And there we go. Joey on match point here.
Yeah.
Oh, catches the
Oh,
butt
the
slam.
pressure in. Oh, headbutt. 3-piece. Oh, headbutt in. Oh. Oh no.
Interesting. Don't think I've ever seen butt slam do that before. Very, very interesting. And so WRX Joey is the winner. Congratulations. Good stuff. Very good stuff.
Congrats. Also, Connor pick Schmutterpick. If
Oh,
you're
that's
good,
real.
you'll win.
Yeah, I will say right now, I'm not 100% sure what exactly you do about that, but it definitely feels good. It definitely feels like Honda is a solid character. There's no question on that. I mean, I already felt that way, but this definitely did not hurt that feeling.
Yeah,
No,
I don't know
it
what to
did
do
not.
against some of that.
The interrupts seem like the actual best option, but getting interrupts like that is not always easy. You know, just because it's something
Yeah.
that's a matter of press forward in this button. It's like, okay, well, I got to do that, but also be very careful not to do it at a bad time because 100 hands will eat it. Like, I mean, there's just so many things to take into account. So very,
And Honda's
very, very
super
good.
is another one of those supers like Balrog that's just completely invulnerable and goes across the screen, so you have to respect it. Like the only thing that beats it is another super, apparently.
Yeah, that was crazy. The trade, I was like, huh? Like, what? I don't think I've ever seen that happen. That would be an
Yeah.
interesting thing to do is just see which supers beat each other in which trade.
So I tried to like jump kick it, and I heard like the hit sound, but it kept going. So it's like Balrog Super in that regard.
It's so hilarious when they just take the hit and keep going. It's just
Yeah.
something about that concept. It's like everyone just has armor frames. So yeah, thanks again to everyone who joined. Thomas, thank you for hosting this. We appreciate it.
I'm very glad that I did it. This was super exciting.
Yeah, that was some damn good matches. Very, very good matches. Sorry if I missed any of your rounds, but I apologize if it was a little bit impromptu and I might have missed a few things. So,
Yeah, like,
but yeah,
on my end, there was going to be no stream anyway, so it's cool that any of it got streamed.